各位观众晚上好，我们今天要玩最终幻想6 or as we know it in English, Final Fantasy VI. Hello everyone, welcome to our first stream of Final Fantasy VI. Sorry, I started actually a bit later than I wanted, but to take some time to get everything set up and make sure everything would be okay. And of course, there's no picture on the screen, which is fine, maybe that's intentional. And, well, I'm having issues getting Douyu chat working, so for now I've disabled it on the mainstream, but we'll make do without it for now. And not to mention that it's not really for... This stream is in English, so it's not really helpful for them in particular. So, anyway, what I normally do when we start off the stream is hello, welcome Illusion Queen, is to do a quick introduction for the game. I mean, come on. This game is Final Fantasy VI. Square Enix is a known company at this point. So I guess a little history. The game came out in 1994, I believe. Actually, that's a good question. I think it was 1994. Like, it'll probably say on the game, too. So this game came out a long time ago. So it is, let me think. Let me see. How long did I almost looked up System Shock 2, which I will... That's a different game. That could be worth a stream, but no. 1994, yes, I was right. So, it came out back in 1994 in Japan. In Japan it came out in 93 or 94, actually. No, 94, yeah. It actually came out really fast. Because it came out in April 1994 in Japan and October for the US. Europe will get it, I think, the next year, 95. So this game is like kind of came out during the heyday of the Super Nintendo, or the Sufami, or the Super Famicom, as you guys know it. And they were called Squaresoft back then because they hadn't merged with Enix yet, and they were riding high because they had come off FF1, did really well in the US, and then FF4. We called it 2 back then, which is kind of weird. So quick little history. This game actually came out as Final Fantasy 3 in the US at first. So we didn't even have the right numbers when we first started, when people started off. I mean, I already knew. So yeah, they released it with that number because they didn't want US people to think that they were other Final Fantasy games that they didn't want to confuse the gamers, because the players of Final Fantasy, because back then they did not release Final Fantasy 2 on the Famicom, on the NES. They didn't release Final Fantasy 3, that was also on the NES, the Famicom, and they did not release Final Fantasy 5 on the Super Nintendo, or Sufami. So, if they had released 1, 4, and 6, and no 2, 3, and 5, then game players would have been really confused and thought they had missed something, so I guess that's why they decided not to do that. But this is the last game to have the weird numbering, because then Final Fantasy VII came out as Final Fantasy VII. So they're like, okay, you know what? We need to stop pretending. People have the internet. They found out already. We've been caught. So there is indeed there are Final Fantasies 2, 4, and 5 that we did. 2, 5, and 3, which we did not get in the US until much later. Because 2 came out on PlayStation and as a remake, I guess. A prettied up version. Which could be worth a playthrough sometime, because I've actually not beaten that game. And 5 would also came out on PlayStation, but there was a fan translation, which a lot of people played before it came out on PlayStation. This guy. Final Fantasy 5 will be another one we could play. It was actually on the poll this year, but it didn't make it. But it could be worth another go-through again, because I've also beaten it before. I do want to try out okay, but anyway, we're not all about okay, before we start the stream, let's set the rules are set so that we are not doing no story spoilers. I will not spoil the story ahead of time, and please don't, even though this game is it's really old. It's it's 26 years old now. I get it, and it's not really like there's anything. It's not really like you can hide yourself from spoilers at this point in time. But you know what? For the sake of people watching the stream, we don't want to spoil it for them. And let's have them have fun. But battles and dungeon spoilers are absolutely allowed, because I want to try to get as much as we can of the side quests as well. The game's not insanely long, but even with side quests, it should still be a reasonable length. And I really want to let you guys see as much of the meaningful parts of the game as possible. I'll probably even like do prepare ahead of time. So I mean, I guess this is kind of leading up to full disclosure. This is not a blind playthrough. The last time I beat this game was I guess I gotta admit, the last time I beat this game was 20 years ago. I'm not joking. 2000, the year 2000 was the last time I beat this game. I have played it a little on and off and on other times, but I never beat it a second time. So this stream is an aim to beat it a second time. So, and we're gonna use a different version of the game than normal. So you may notice that there are some differences between the English version because we are doing a new script. The script we're using is called the Retranslated script, and it was made like really like last year. It was based on notes made by a professional translator, Mato, to Clyde Mandolin. He did a whole cover stream of the entire game and he translated every single line with notes, or he noted like some of the differences between the official English scripts of both the Super Nintendo and the Game Boy Advance, and said like how they differ from the Japanese. So this person, the person who made retranslation, Harry Hen, I believe is his name, like is the code name he uses, the nickname he uses. He took all of those notes and he made sure to have the script double checked to make it the most closest to the Japanese, with every single detail kept, and to make it sound like natural English, using like, of course, taking lines that from like previous translations that actually did it, like translated correctly. And also this version comes with some nice stuff. The graphics are uncensored, so we removed all the US censorship from the original US version. And they even have one really nifty feature. You can run with B at any time. I don't know if that means the sprint shoes are obsolete, which will make the game a little easier, but that is one nice thing. So you don't have to just walk at the slow pace. It will actually match the more modern ports, like the Game Boy Advance version and the mobile version. And so if you don't have access to a Super Nintendo, I do recommend you could emulate it, but I'm not supposed to recommend that to you, but that is an option on the table, and there's no point hiding that. You could play the Game Boy Advance version, which is pretty good, except for there are some problems with it too. You could play the mobile versions or the PC version, which is essentially the mobile version on PC. But oh gosh, it's they did something to those graphics, and like, it's not that the game is bad, it still plays the same. It's just it doesn't look very good, to be honest. It doesn't look good, and I really couldn't recommend it unless you I mean, I guess if you wanted the sound back, I guess that's a good reason to play those, but oh gosh, those graphics they're so wonky. Yeah, it doesn't look great. So I don't recommend it. I would say play the Super Nintendo version, or you can play the retranslated version like I have. I'm not gonna link the patch, you can look it up yourself. But anyway, this is going to be on a real Super Nintendo, and that'll be a lot of fun. And so I don't need to introduce the company. It's Square. You guys know who they are at this point. If you don't, they're one of the biggest Japanese RPG companies. Their last work is Final Fantasy VII Remake, which you are streaming on another stream, but not today. So without further ado, I will probably warn you guys, I'm probably going to fan gush a lot, and the music's so good that, you know what, I'm just going to go crazy. So I do apologize if I start going crazy, but it is my childhood, so this game means a lot to me. It was this and 7 at kind of around the same time. I think I played them simultaneously. I think I played them simultaneously, so I have very close memories to this because I was not an adult when I played this, so it means a lot to me. And like, I don't normally say that about many games on this stream because most of them are new to me, but this one is very close to my heart. So I'll probably be very happy playing most of it. That doesn't mean I won't know this stuff, but I'm just saying. So be prepared. Let's go. Oh, that music. So yes, the ROM has the right title this time. Final Fantasy VI. And that logo, 1994. What a great year that was. It was a good time. I was too young to have played it when it first came out, so I didn't play it until about 5 or 6 years after it came out. No, 6 years, yeah, 2000 was when I played it, so. Oh, the music's so good, by the way. I'm just gonna say that like half the time, but. So we'll let the title screen play out a little bit. And I know I'm talking over the music, but I can't help. But I can't help it. And yeah, the cast is actually on the chat box, behind the chat box, and the main character is on the bottom. Okay, we're not gonna watch this because you'll see this in just a moment. I'm gonna reset. Yeah, otherwise, if you don't do that, then you have to wait till the whole intro plays before you can actually stop the game to do the intro, to make sure the intro plays. Normally, the screen wouldn't come up if you didn't have a save slot. I had some test save slots. You don't know who these two characters are yet, but I will tell you when the time comes. So, let's ignore that. Let's start a new game. Also, the text goes really fast, so I don't think I can read it. Long ago, the War of the Magi reduced the world to a scorched wasteland. And even the power of magic was lost. It goes super fast, so I gotta read really fast. 1,000 years have passed. Iron, gunpowder, and steam engines have been discovered, and high technology reigns. Okay, I read it too fast there. But I have to read it like not as slow as I normally would. But now there are some who would enslave the world by reviving the dread destructive force known as magic. I guess magic is really rare in this world, I guess. Or it's very special. That's a pretty industrial looking game, industrial looking setting there. It's very steampunk. Can it be that those in power are on the verge of repeating a senseless and deadly mistake? So yeah, you guys can tell the script's already pretty different. They tried to make it as from the official localizations. But we're not going to point out every difference because there's no point. Hopefully this script will make sense to you guys, because it will, because they translated it really well, based on what I was reading. There's the city. Oh, okay. Hard to believe an Esper's been found intact there. 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Well, that went fast. Could it still be alive? Or is this just another empty rumor? And yeah, their names are Biggs and Wedge. Hell no. They wouldn't have sent the girl with us if the information wasn't good. The girl born with the power of magic. I heard she fried 50 of our Magitech armored soldiers in under 3 minutes. Kinda makes your skin crawl. Relax. The slave crown on her head makes her a mindless puppet. She'll follow orders. We'll approach from the east. Move out. So, this girl apparently has the gift of magic, which apparently is very rare in this world. Huh. And now to play the intro. I'll let it play out since it's quite a bit lengthy, but you know what? We can listen to the whole track. And I'll point out like the names of the people who made it. Of course, Hironobu Sakaguchi is the creator of Final Fantasy, right? The big honcho. Kitase, he's still at the company. He works on FF7 Remake. That was the last thing he did. Kitase still at the company. Ah, there you go. There's a name. Tetsuya Takahashi, creator of Xenogears and all the Xeno games. Tetsuya Nomura at this time, he was just a graphics designer. He hadn't designed characters yet. That won't be till 7. Nobuo Uematsu. Amano, whose art you're seeing on the stream. Yoshitaka Amano. Very interesting drawing style. And Uematsu is the composer of. He's the main composer for this series. For like, well, not this series, and well, not all of it now, but like this game. It's all his work, from what I know. He'll get a second helper for 7, but in this game he was the primary. He was the only one. Music's so good. Right, it's kind of crazy. Kitase's still at the company and he's been there for over 20 years. That's crazy, man. But of course, Tetsuya Takahashi is now under Monolith Soft, created Monolith Soft, which is now part of Nintendo. They worked on Breath of the Wild and Xenoblade, all 3 Xenoblade games, and Xenogears too, or Xenosaga. Xenogears you could argue too, but that was Takahashi. And they are just walking their way toward Narshe. Remake planner. All right. The girl goes on point. These guys shouldn't be too much trouble. Forward! Alright. Well, I have my regular controller with my Super Nintendo, so this is on the real console. So there should be no... Well, there should be glitches, but that's part of the game. Huh, what should we do? What is over here? Oh. We won't allow the Empire to have its way! Doggy, no! Alright, let's take care of this Silver Lobo. We'll just fire beam him. I think they're weak to fire. I don't know. Anyway, oh, we toasted the wolf. 12 EXP points and 30 gil. I guess they're not going to send any more against us there. Can't go over here. Can we go over here? No, you can't. We're too fat. Yeah, we're too fat. If you look, let's look at the title screen here. So, let's see. Based on this, we have this mysterious girl. She's a sorceress. We don't know anything about her yet. She'll be getting a level pretty soon. Wedge is a soldier, and Biggs is a soldier as well. So you notice that's the one other thing. They have a classes here now. Sorceress. But we don't know anything about her yet. Who is she? I don't know. What are espers? I don't know what that is yet. I think in Final Fantasy they call them Eidolons now these days. They don't really call them espers anymore. This one, espers are just what they call them in like Game Boy Advance. But you don't know what they are yet, so... there's no reason to look through that yet. And y'all don't know what relics do yet. It's not relevant. Alright, let's continue on. Imperial Magitek armor! Not even Narshe is safe anymore! Uh-oh. 2 guards here. I guess we gotta take care of them. I think a good fire beam should make it. Burn, burn! Sorry. Got a little carried away. And dead. Yeah, they don't seem to pose much of a threat against our Magitek armor. Biggs gained a level, Wedge gained a level. Huh. And no, there's no quick save, guys. That's in the Game Boy Advance version. And there's no save states, so we can't do anything. Narshe's freedom depends on us! Uh-oh. Let's take care of these doggies first. Or wolfies. Sorry, wolfies. You're getting fried today. It was either you or me, and clearly it has to be me, so... Sorry. Sorry, wolf friend. Well, they're not really my friends, so... Sorry, wolfies. We fry you today. Sorry. 60 kill? I guess they're like, well, crap. I guess we gotta attack it directly. I don't think you're gonna do any better than the wolves you sent out, buddies. These guards are gonna go down pretty quick. So as you can see, the Magitek armor is so strong, it's just no one can stand up against it in this area. Man, is the game going to be this easy? This would be great! And we got another level for those two. Perhaps we should heal? Oh, we can't heal from here. Because you have to use the Magitek armor. Yeah, I'm actually getting ahead of myself because I know some of the more advanced stuff, but, you know, I'm not a noob. Uh-oh. We've got him trapped now! Uh-oh. Pincer attack. Youch. Let's blow up one of them away. Perhaps we should use a healing force. Oh, I think I used it on the one with the... I should have used it on Wedge. Oh well. Yeah, I'm just taking my time to heal here. Oh, I used it on Terra. Wait, who? Who? Who's that? I mean, I used it on the girl. 44 EXP, and the mysterious girl gained a level. 126 skill. Alright, looks like we're out of town here. We'll be fine. We're making our way here. We gotta find that Esper at Narsh. No problems. We must defend the mines! Aye, aye, aye. Uh-oh. They're sending out the big guns against us. The Megalodoth. Here. They're like giant mastodons. I didn't even know they had access to these kind of creatures. You can heal yourself, Wedge. Yeah, and unfortunately the game makes it so I can't tell who I'm actually targeting. So that is kind of a bit of unfortunate. Because the screen blocks the way. Ow. Music's so cool though. The battle theme will always be stuck in my will always get stuck in my head. Biggs and Wedge gained another level while they're gaining levels at the alarmingly fast speed. Alright. No problems so far. The Resistance and Narsh is kind of falling apart here. According to our source, the frozen Esper was found in a new mine shaft. Maybe this one. Alright. Oh! We're rats. Oh, we're not gonna have any of that. We'll just use fire on them, because really there's no reason to worry. I think they're weak against fire, I'm not really sure. I think most of the stuff here is weak to fire, but I have to check the bestiary again. Yeah, I'm not an expert in this game, so there's some stuff I've kind of forgotten too, so I'll probably like refresh myself every so often. Not on stream, of course, but or maybe on stream, depending on like, yeah, it depends on if someone comes here who's a fan who wants to give advice. You're free to do so as long as you don't spoil the plot. I know there is one thing I have to remember to do later, but that's not now. An eerie glow surrounds you. Want info about save points? I do know what they do, but let me just show you guys. At save points, you can use a sleeping bag or tent, and also save a game. If you should perish, you'll automatically be able to play from your last save. Though any gil, treasures, etc. you found will have to be found again. Though any gil, treasures, etc. you found will have to be found again, your level and experience data will be retained. That's really important. You can save a game anywhere on the world map. So, one nice thing about this game is that even if you were to die, you don't lose your EXP because you'll retain it. You will have to get the treasures you picked up again, but at least you won't have wasted your time. So that's actually really nice. So that's really cool. So even if you like died after you did save in an hour, you'll still come back to your last save and you'll be far away, but at least you'll be like 3 or 4 levels higher than you were. There's only 3 save slots, so we're pretty stingy back then. I guess we're gonna save on the first one since it's not really important. Y'all don't know who those are anyway. So let's just continue on. Okay. Don't believe you can go into this area. No. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, so there's something here. Oh, what are we gonna do? I'll handle this! Stand back! And no, this Biggs and Wedge have nothing to do with the ones in Final Fantasy VII. Or the ones in Final Fantasy VIII. So, after this game started a tradition of having Biggs and Wedge, the two characters named Biggs and Wedge in each game. I think it was only 6 to 8 that have it, but for some reason, I don't think there's a Wedge and Biggs in 9. Was there one in 10? I don't think so. I think they had it so 6, 7, and 8 each have characters named Biggs and Wedge, but they're totally different characters, so they're not to be confused. And yes, it's a reference to Star Wars, Wedge Antilles. Biggs is also one of they're all in the Rogue Squadron, so this is just like a little cheeky thing they did, and I'm not really sure why, but I guess they really like Star Wars. So let's go ahead and move on. And then, we won't hand over the Esper. Ymir, get them! Ymir? Oh crap! What's that? Hold it! I think I know what that is. What about it? Do you recall hearing about a monster that absorbs lightning and stores the energy in its shell? Right. So whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Alright already. Alright, we're gonna aim for its body first. I'm gonna shoot 2 things at it first. Actually, I wonder if Thunder Beam does. We're gonna use Thunder Beam on it. Oh, that did about the same. Ah, no. Oh, good, missed. Oh, Brew! Yeah, don't attack the shell. So we're gonna use this time to heal. Oops, I healed the wrong person. Yeah, no point. So, as they said, don't attack the shell. If you attack the shell, bad things happen. You get hurt really bad. Alright, so we're gonna just attack it now. I think we're gonna do about 3 before it decides to... before it does anything. So we'll just use fire beams on it. I mean, this is basically the boss fight. Just to tell you, this is literally the strategy. Okay, good. Okay, it did. Seems to be missing a lot for some reason. Ow. I'm just a little nervous about attacking it right now. Yeah, see? It's gonna hide away now. Also, this boss fight music is always pretty awesome. And yeah, I'm using Healing Force because it's free heal! You don't use any MP for anything. Because it's all from the suit. I wonder if I should change the game speed, but for now I won't. Okay. I think we can do about 4 hits from it. Uh-oh. Slime's not good. You don't want to get hit by that. Ooh. So, I wonder what it did. No, I know what that does. It slows you down, so you don't. It's not fun. Get hit by it. I think you can load about 4 before it decides to do anything. Ah, we got it. That wasn't too bad. Easy peasy. Easiest boss in the game because it's the first one. See, that's how a first boss should be. Nice and easy, but like they're trying to teach you not to just go willy-nilly and attack it like a maniac. Aw, no EXP. Alright, well that was simple enough. Let's go see if we can get that Esper now. Not sure what the Empire needs it for, but we'll go ahead and check it out. Oh, there's the Esper. Isn't it? So, this is the Frozen Esper? Uh-oh. A blue light? Whoa, we're gonna fight it now?